Yeah, just don't forget, talk to him at lunch about the.
I will, definitely.
We have an economic
Good morning. The meeting of President and Board of Trustees, Town of Cicero, will come to order. I'll ask the clerk to please take roll call.
Thank you. Good morning. Trustee Gallo?
Here.
Alfieri?
Here.
Garcia?
Here.
Parad?
Here.
Reitz? Here. Vargas? Here. Caruso? Here. President Dominic?
Here.
And for the record, Maria Punzari, Town Clerk.
Everyone, please stand and join us in pledge allegiance in a moment of silence for all the people in Texas.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes of Tuesday board meeting of June 24th and dispense with reading of the minutes since each board member has received a copy in advance.
Second motion.
Motion by trustee Parad, second by trustee Garcia. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, next we have the list of bills itemized on warrant number 13, along with the manual checklist and the online payment list.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion by trustee Veruso, second by trustee Campbell. Roll call, please.
Trustee Calvo? Aye. Kandari?
Aye.
Garcia?
Aye.
Parad?
Aye.
Reitz? Aye. Vargas? Aye. Caruso?
Aye.
Okay, next we have payroll for employees listed on the printout dated July 2nd.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Campbell. Roll call, please.
Trustee Calvo?
Aye.
Kandari?
Aye.
Garcia?
Aye.
Parad?
Aye.
Reitz? Aye. Vargas? Aye. Caruso?
Aye.
Okay, next we have the list of medical claims and the stop loss insurance policy premium for the month of June 2025, prepared by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois in the total amount of $1,781,637.68 to be accepted, placed on file, and approved for payment.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Veruso, second by trustee Reitz. Roll call, please.
Trustee Calvo?
Aye.
Kandari?
Aye.
Garcia?
Aye.
Parad?
Aye.
Reitz? Aye. Vargas? Aye. Caruso?
Aye.
Okay, next we have the list of HMO medical claims insurance policy premium for the month of July, prepared by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, in the total amount of $34,048.25.
So.
Second.
Motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Cava. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cavan.
Aye.
Condari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parad.
Aye.
Retz. Vargas. Caruso.
Aye.
Okay, next we have the life and accidental death dismemberment insurance premium for the month of July, prepared by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, in a total amount of $6,589.17.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Parad, second by trustee Garcia. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cavan.
Aye.
Condari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parad.
Aye.
Retz. Vargas. Caruso.
Aye.
Okay, next we have a block party permit request for the 1500 block of 61st Avenue to be held August 23rd, 2025.
So moved.
Motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Vargas. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Next we have, I hear no objection from the board, it was a block party petition that was received this morning. They wanted to come in and make the payment Thursday, but because of the holiday, it was closed. And it's one of those where it's half Lombard, half Cicero. It's a block party request to be held on July 19th, 2025.
So moved.
Motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Vargas. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, next we have a permit request submitted by Our Lady, the Mystical Rose Parish. And they're looking to have their Queenship Festival from August 14th through August 17th. There were a list of items that were agreed that the church had to comply with from the meeting that they had with our police department. We're including that as part of the permit as like an attachment A to make sure that they comply with their responsibilities.
Second.
Motion by trustee Vargas, second by trustee Garcia. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, next we have the collector's office report and revenue summary.
Motion to approve.
Motion by trustee Cava, second by trustee Vargas. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cavan.
Aye.
Condari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parad.
Aye.
Retz. Vargas. Caruso.
Aye.
Okay, next we have an ordinance amending chapter 22, section 22-11 of the Code of Ordinances of the town of Cicero regarding parking pads for the town.
So moved.
Motion by trustee Caruso, second by trustee Vargas. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cavan.
Aye.
Condari.
Aye.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parad.
Aye.
Retz. Vargas. Caruso.
Aye.
Okay, next we have an ordinance amending chapter 46, section 46-476 of the Code of Ordinances of the town of Cicero regarding ceiling heights for the town.
I would like to table this ordinance and be able to discuss it more clearly because it's going to affect a lot of our residents, not only property value. So I think we should discuss this before we vote.
What did you say?
This has been discussed in committee.
You want to table it?
Yeah, we're going to discuss, so we can
Okay.
discuss this.
Can I make a motion for approval? Okay.
Victor wants to table it. Okay, Victor's gonna table this and Vargas is gonna second it. So we'll do a roll call on that.
Trustee Cavan.
Nay.
Condari.
No.
Garcia.
Aye.
Parad.
No.
Retz. No. Vargas. Caruso.
No.
So that's 4-2.
Correct, so the motion to table fails, you would call the motion for approval.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Who seconded?
Kendari.
Motion by trustee Cava, second by trustee Kandari. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava?
Aye.
Kandari?
Aye.
Garcia?
No.
Paran?
Aye.
Reeds? Aye. Vargas? No. Caruso?
Aye.
Mike, is there any way we can get like a brief summary on the changes? On what's,
Sure. This was drafted after long consideration and discussion by the building department and trustee assessor Kendari, did anyone else, and collector Reeds. And so I'd defer to them if they'd like to give a summary. I don't want to steal their thunder.
Sure, this has been a long time issue in Cicero for many homeowners for many years. This allows for some opportunity for homeowners to have a variant ceiling height in the basement. Allows for them to have a half bath, full bath at different height restrictions. This has been an issue for many years for a lot of homeowners in town. This will help increase their property value. This will help increase their opportunity for resale. Maybe not have to do as many restrictions. And Tom Thompson was our former building department director. Tom, would you like to say a few words about it too? He helped work on this as well.
Good morning, Mr. President, members of the town board. Yes, as Assessor Kandari said, this ordinance amendment will make it easier for a resident to install either a half bath or a full bath in their basement. The code originally was really strict. You had to have a specific ceiling height, 7 foot for a full bath, 6'8" for a half bath. This gives now the inspector or the town to have a range of ceiling heights. So if you're within 4 inches or is it 4 inches? 4 inches of 7 foot, you can have the full bath. If you're within 4 inches of that 6'8", you can have that half bath. A lot of the complaints that the building department would always receive is, I'm 6'11", I'm only an inch away, can't I get the full bath? This allows the town that opportunity to have flexibility in granting these additional bathrooms in people's basements. And I do agree with Trustee Garcia, it will affect property values, but I believe it will increase the property values and not decrease from the property values of the town of Cicero. So, thank you.
My concern was this ordinance was never passed to our, we never had a hearing, our ordinance committee meeting, we never met to discuss this. So by just presenting it to the rest of the board, just without any dialogue, I think it's not right.
I had a hard time understanding you. Did you say that it wasn't presented in a committee hearing?
Right, in the ordinance committee.
You voted yes on probably thousands of ordinances as a trustee that
Oh,
were
this is,
presented.
I believe that we need to have more discussion on some of the stuff, not only in our committees, but also executive committee, executive meetings. We should meet more so we can be able to talk more about our concerns.
I
By not
understand that
even,
there's regular
not even
committee meetings.
talking about what's going on in our town and what residents, we need to look up to our residents first before we vote and stuff. That's what my concern is.
so for clarification purposes, I want to thank Trustee Kandari and our legal team. So this is a good thing. You know, it's going to help because I too, you know, have been approached by many residents. And, you know, at times, I didn't think it was fair that they couldn't keep their bathroom, or they were making them deconvert because they were shy an inch or so. So this is a positive thing. This is going to be good for the residents, and I applaud the board for voting on it.
But they don't have to comply with 8 foot tall height?
It was never 8 feet.
No, but
It was 7 feet Now, it is a less strict requirement. I think you're probably confused and thought it was going to be a more strict
You
requirement.
still can't make a kitchen or nothing.
This is a less strict requirement that helps residents install bathrooms who don't meet the current code. So more residents will be allowed to install bathrooms than previously permitted. So as Clerk Punzoari said, this is a good thing in that it will help residents put in bathrooms who otherwise would be prohibited.
If I could just add, members of the board, Tom President Dominic, this is not just for basements, this includes attics as well. So it's for multiple floors in the building that might have a lower ceiling height. So in a number of ways, it benefits the residents of the town of Cicero.
And just to clarify what Trustee Garcia said, 8-foot requirements is for new construction. That has been the international code for probably 50 years. This ordinance today amends the ceiling height requirements for existing structures, but new construction would remain 8 foot.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have an ordinance authorizing and approving the purchase of a brush chipper for the town.
So,
Second.
Motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Cava. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava?
Aye.
Kendari?
Aye.
Garcia?
aye.
Parad?
Aye.
Reeds? Vargas? Caruso?
Aye.
Next, we have a resolution adopting a safe streets and roads for all safety action plan prepared in cooperation with the Chicago Metropolitan Agency for planning for the town.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Caruso, second by trustee Reeds. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava?
Aye.
Kendari?
Aye.
Garcia?
Aye.
Parad?
Aye.
Reeds?
Aye.
Vargas? Caruso?
Aye.
Okay, next we have a resolution authorizing and approving the purchase of a professional liability insurance policy for the town.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Parad, second by trustee Caruso. Roll call, please.
Trustee Cava?
Aye.
Kendari?
Aye.
Garcia?
Aye.
Parad?
Aye.
Reeds? Vargas? Caruso?
Aye.
Okay, we're open for citizen comments. Come up, give your name and address.
Tom Thompson, 2643 South 61st Avenue. I'm back again. I just want to thank you all for approving the Safe Streets for All ordinance. For it seems like a year and a half, 2 years, my department and other members of the town have been working with the Chicago Metropolitan Agency for planning on this Safe Streets plan. The important thing to realize is you just opened the door for numerous funding opportunities that we can now qualify to apply for. And in today's day and age where dollars are getting more and more strict and tight, having this plan in place will allow us a lot more opportunity to bring valuable infrastructure dollars to the town, at the same time making our streets safer. I want to thank the Cicero Police Department for their cooperation with this plan as well. They've been a pleasure to work with. We've learned a lot from them. We have two members from CMAP if you want to come up and say a few words as well. But thank you all for your support of the town of Cicero and your dedication.
It'll pick you up.
Okay, good. Thank you, Tom. Good morning, President Dominic and board members of Cicero. I am Victoria Barrett. I was the project manager for the Cicero Safety Action Plan.
Just turn it off.
Okay, I'll just speak up. And I am the program lead for safety policy at the Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning. I just want to say a few words. First of all, what a pleasure it was to do this project with the town of Cicero staff and the residents of Cicero. Our project included robust public engagement, and we got the chance to talk with many, many Cicero residents about their ideas and concerns about traffic safety. We received over 600 responses to an online survey we had about people's desire to improve traffic safety, which is a huge response for a community this size. A key takeaway from those conversations was that residents want to improve traffic safety so that they can take more trips by walking and bicycling safely to places like schools, shopping, work, and transit stops. There are many local improvements that can be made on roads, but partnerships with agencies like IDOT, CTA, PACE, and CMAP are critical, and CMAP commits to assisting in the future with supporting those partnerships. I also want to thank, as Tom wanted to, the project team that made this plan possible. First of all, Jake Vissers from T.Y. Lin, formerly Sam Schwartz Engineering, for leading the consultant work on this project. They put a lot of hours into making the plan relevant, responsive, and innovative on traffic safety. I also want to thank the town staff for their dedication to this project. We could not have done this project without such a strong support from the staff. Tom Thompson, Jose Alvarez, Craig Pesic, and Tim Geary met with the project team every other week for over a year, as Tom mentioned. Their genuine interest and commitment to making Cicero the best place it can be was 100% clear from the beginning. I also want to thank the Cicero Police Department as well for their support in making this plan possible. Finally, thank you for your support of this plan. By adopting this, you've unlocked both federal and state money related to making traffic safety improvements. And CMAP will be working with the project team to identify those opportunities in the next month. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello. Before I start, I'm just going to warn you that I'm going to speak really fast because I have a lot to say.
Name and address.
Sure, one moment. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Is it on? I don't think it, is it on? Okay. Is it on?
No.
I don't hear it on. So how do I turn it on?
It's on, so we're going to leave it off.
Hello? Okay.
We'll leave it on.
Good morning. My name is Brenda, and I am a 21-year resident of our town. I live in precinct number 3. I'm here today to talk about. Yes.
You're going to have to shut that off.
All right. So I'm going to have
What's
to
your
yell.
address?
So I'm going to have to yell. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What's your address?
4852 West 30th Street.
4852?
West 30th Street, yes. I'm here today to talk about 2 issues that are very important to me. Number 1, expanding opportunities for community members to engage in our policy-making processes. I myself work within government settings, and one thing that's very clear to me is that my own town does not currently offer opportunities for community members to participate either remotely or via written format in board meetings. Current board meetings are scheduled at a time and date that are simply not accessible for a large portion of our residents. The only reason any community members that cannot attend meetings see what's happening is thanks to the work of Cicero Independiente. While it's great that Cicero Independiente is filling that gap, the responsibility should not be theirs, it's the town officials. Offering alternative ways to engage, such as written public comment, online submissions, or recorded input, would not only make participation more inclusive, but also ensure that a broader range of voices and perspectives are reflected in town decisions. I believe taking steps toward more accessible engagement would greatly benefit our community and foster stronger trust and collaboration between residents and town leadership. The second issue I would like to address is the ongoing presence of ICE in our community. I'm here to ask the difficult questions that too many of our leaders have chosen to avoid. Why is our town remaining silent while ICE raids are terrorizing families? Why aren't we doing more to protect our neighbors, our workers, our children, the very people that make this community what it is? Let me be clear, silence is not neutrality. When our leaders say nothing, do nothing, and refuse to act, they are sending a message that the safety and humanity of our immigrants in our town are negotiable, and it's not. That they don't matter as much as everyone else does, and that is unacceptable. We deserve leadership that is not afraid to stand up for all of us. That includes passing substantive, I want to emphasize that, and enforceable sanctuary policies, making public declarations of support, and ensuring our police aren't collaborating with ICE, which one of your highest-ranking police officers admitted to doing in 2019 with Cristian Avalos. That includes setting up legal defense funds, publishing clear Know Your Rights materials, and making it known that we do not allow fear to dictate who gets to belong. We need action, not just words, and certainly not silence. So I'm asking all of you, What side of history do you want to be on? Will you choose to lead with courage, or will you continue to ignore the harm that is happening on your watch? Because we see what's happening, and we're not going to stop asking these questions until we get real answers and real change. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Stephen Waldengay. I live at 3430 South 58th Court. I've been a resident for 21 years. The present closure of the underpass on Austin by the BNSF has been a concern for me for 21 years because in the past it's been the two direct roads have been identified as one lane in each direction. However, my concern for the last 21 years is people pass me on the left or the right while I'm underneath the underpass. When the repairs are made, could it be possible that marks and identifications on the pavement be identified as one lane in each direction, squeezing the possibility of people passing on either side? Please take it under consideration. Thank you.
Mr. President, Madam Chair, members of the board, just as a public service announcement, I think it's important that we do actually let people know this construction project on the underpass at Austin has nothing to do with the town of Cicero. It's strictly BNSF. They're expanding their drive lane above the underpass, which is then taking out the use of the underpass while that construction is happening. It is currently one lane. It's not marked as two lanes, and it's the way it's been for a number of years. But yeah, people do sometimes pass, but there's in no way any markings that would suggest that it is two lanes currently. But there are not going to be any changes, regardless of that, other than what BNSF is doing, expanding the underpass.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Dominic. I believe you recognize me. Rosa Becerra. I live in 2229 South Laramie Avenue. I've been living in the town of Cicero for almost 50 years of my time. I live in Chicago almost all my life. Since I was 5 years old, 4 years old, my parents brought me to this country, very small. Now, I never been through a situation like this in the town of Cicero in my life. I experienced a bad awkward situation in the park behind, and I have two situations to talk about. First, I would like to bring to your attention, with all the respect that you deserve and everyone here, this is my first time in this meeting, and I've been always, I think I recognize you, and I've been always wanting to come to the meetings, but I said, well, sometimes I do this, but I'm here right now. I'm going to try to make this as short as possible so that it will be easier on all of you and myself. Okay, first of all, Laramie Street. I live on Cermak and Laramie, by the bridge, through the park where Mr. Dominic makes events for everyone, and here also. Now, I believe Laramie Street is very unsafe because we need stop signs. I have my family learn and went through situations where cars don't want to stop, and they go through very fast, to the point that I have to stop and say, stop, my kids are going through. So this is one of my issues with the people who are not concerned about the kids or be careful about other people. Once the accident happens, they say, oh, well, it was an accident. But this child could die, and this parent too, okay? So I'm upset that these drivers are not cautious. They just go through loud music and all that stuff. Now, my second version is that I experienced a bad situation in the park. I was physically, verbally attacked by a person who don't really know me. Now, I complained to a few officers about the unsafety of the park. A lot of the women sit in the big bench to watch over the kids playing. Now, this is what happened to me. A child was going around, and they be going around where the small kids are, infants. And the parents are there watching, and some in the benches. So I saw one kid with a big bike. He's the age about 9 years old. And he was going around, not slowly, fast. And I was sitting there, because, Dominic, sorry, a couple of more words. I went through a bad situation in life, through depression. That's the reason I come to the park, to enjoy, to breathe the air, to read a book, to drink a coffee, a water, a soda. Now, I was sitting right there when I saw the little kid. I did not know the mom was there, okay? So I was almost leaving home, and I saw the kid, and I said, excuse me, a little boy. And to my understanding, he didn't speak English. So I said, no English? He said, he was just looking at me. I was like, tú no puedes estar in Spanish. You cannot be riding the bike in the water because you can hurt a little baby. And he looked at me, and he gave me his bad attitude. I'm like, oh my God. My family is not like that. My family is of honor and respect. I'm sorry, Mr. Dominic, but I'm so with this issue. Last thing to say, the mother confronted me that one time. And then a group of women got together. The next day, that woman wasn't there, but another woman that came through. The first woman with the kid was cursing me out, raising her finger at me. And I said, oh my God, what are you doing? I don't even do that in my life. Like this, I was like, oh, okay. Next thing you know, I said, you know what? I'm gonna call the police. And she said, call them, let's go. And it was closed. It was like around 8 p.m. I usually leave at 8:30. And then she said, let's go. I said, let's go. So I had no other situation because they were telling me, leave the park. And I was like, what? They were evacuating me from the park, and they were saying, oh, tell the crazy lady to go. I'm like, oh my God, who's crazy? The one who's cursing and disrespecting and don't know me. I work for the pantry. I help the poor. I keep an eye and say, oh my God, the kids. Okay, next thing you know, the second day, it was another lady, not her. And a guy was also disrespecting me. Excuse me, my mouth is dry. Regardless of everything, I knew they were there, so I was watching my back. And then I was about to go, and the same lady called me a bad word, okay, as I was leaving. I said, fine. I took her a picture so that I knew who she was. Next thing you know, she followed me with a girl like 10, almost running against me, and she hit me on the back with a stick. I was like, damn, this lady is something. I kept on walking. I said, okay. And what she did, I had my cell phone right here. Because I took her a picture. I said, just in case something happens to me, I know who she is. So then I had my phone and I was leaving the park. I was already leaving. And then she chased me and she pulled my phone with all her strength and I went down. I tried to save my phone. And she was like, what are you doing? Taking pictures of my kids. And I was like, I don't even know her kids. Okay? The point is this. I had time to walk away. And she tried to fight me. So I said, there is cameras, but nobody's watching. It seems like you are alone in the park. We are alone. And then they called the police. And I said, fine, I'm not going to run. I'm going to stand here. Because I haven't done nothing. I am a U.S. citizen of respect. I don't look for trouble, but when trouble comes, I protect myself. So she wanted to fight me, and I was stepping back. And I said, stay back, stay back. If you want to fight, come on. But step back, because I don't want to fight. I know where they can take me to jail, problems, everything. Even me being U.S. citizen and a good person everywhere I go. I have a good reputation. So overall, I thank you so much for listening to me. Now, my two issues is this. We need stop signs in every street for the safety of all. For the safety of all. The kids, my kids, and other people. I come to talk for the people that sit on the bench for kids and they attack me, which was 4 ladies and a guy. Now, last thing to say, I'm so sorry. I'm done. All we need here is a police officer watching the kids, the mothers away, back and forth, and a sign hopefully that says no bikes. I don't want no kids getting hurt and they're not my family, but they attack me. The 8-year-old little kid, very bad, talking back to me. The lady cursing me out, and she knows me, and a little girl following me with the girl with the stick hitting me. Police, in Spanish, policía, policía. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with these people, man? What life are they living? Have they been here for a while, later on, or they just came from Mexico, from Canada, Colombia, in which I don't discriminate? But those that do not know the laws of the United States, that's what they do. Mr. Thomas, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you very much.
Okay, thank you. The police chief's right there after the meeting. Can you talk to him?
I forgot to say something else. I told the officer when this happened, the first
You
one.
know who the officer was?
You know what? They should be in the list. I talked to him. They went first to them, and then they came to me the first time. The police officer judged me because I stopped driving the buses of the city of Chicago. I was a driver for 8 years. Never had an accident, never injured nobody, everything good. Latino Express, Central Avenue, and all that stuff. Now the police insulted me, telling me that if I had a medical condition, I said, officer, that is personal. He insisted. I said, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, I suffer from depression. Through many years, I almost died. Last thing to say, I come to this park to relax, and the officer told me I cannot come back to the park no more. That I have to leave because I don't have kids with me. He said, you're alone, you cannot come to the park. I said, what? I've been discriminated. My rights. I'm a senior. They don't want me in the park because a lady complained that I was taking pictures to her son, when in reality, I took a picture to send it to my daughter to Texas so she can come to the Chorritos. Because I brought my granddaughter to Chorritos for a long time, and she really enjoyed it. I was there by myself. But all of a sudden, I be seeing these different people, causing trouble, and I don't appreciate it. Last thing to say, they told me to leave the park, that I couldn't come to the park no more. So that's very hurting, humiliating, and they put me to suffering, crying in my house. Why they did to me? Why? I am from here, 4 years old, working in the city of Chicago, going to churches, help the pantry, help the poor. Yes, ma'am.
It's a shame that you went through that
Yes,
incident.
ma'am, thank you.
You could meet with our chief
Yes.
after the meeting.
Yes.
And then for future reference.
Yes.
If you ever have a situation like that.
Yes.
Instead of you approaching, the kid,
No,
call
but
the cops right away.
but-
Let them deal with it, because now, in today's society, unfortunately, you have kids that don't even respect their parents.
Yeah.
So don't get involved.
No.
If you see something, report it to the police.
Yes.
Let them handle it. That
Yes.
way, they don't know who called.
Right.
They come, and all they're gonna see is, or hear is that there's a kid, 9-year-old, riding a bike, and they know that could be
Right.
dangerous, especially when the kids are in the splash pad, playing in the water.
Right.
And you're very right, somebody
Yes.
could get hurt. So
Yes.
please, next time, just call the
Yes.
cops immediately,
I will.
avoid all this extra stuff that you have to unnecessarily go through.
Yes.
And then meet with our chief after the meeting.
Can I say one last thing? Can I?
Sure.
Okay. I was very nice to him. This. But the mom is very violent. And I learned. I have friends at the park. And they also get hit on the back. And I said, you know what? I cannot do nothing about it. You gotta talk. You gotta call an emergency. And they keep on getting hit on the back, hit on the back. because of the guys that lately came from Mexico, from Colombia, are playing football from here. And then a lady friend of mine told me, you coming back to the park? I said, no, I had a big problem. I cannot come back until I can know if I'm safe or not. Now, last thing to say is that a 70-year-old man got hit in the back. I said, did you call the police? She said, no. Okay, then get hit. Because I'm not going to talk for nobody. I got in a big issue because I told a kid nicely, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, damn, this kid, man. I stepped back, and then the mom abused me. She hit me on my back. And they don't want me to come back to the park? Okay, fine. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name's Ernestine Charles at 5644 West 26th Street. I also been in this town for many, many years. And I know there's people that come and make a lot of complaints, but I never rarely hear anyone come and say thank you. Because yes, not everything is perfect, but this is a great city and we have good people working for us. The police, the fire department, they've helped me, and I know other people. One of the things right now that Mr. Dominic did was extend a city sticker program, which helped a lot of people. I helped the other day, I volunteered, helped people fill out papers, and they all said they were very happy because, as they say, times are hard. So I think if once in a while we get the positives and the negatives of this town, the positives are going to be better. There's a lot of programs for the community. I think if we, as a community, get together and help each other and volunteer at times and try to help other people, we won't have so many people complaining because, as I said, if you put the positives and the negatives, I think we have more positives. I love this town. I raised my children here. I worked here. And I'm, like I said, more positives than negatives. Thank you, everyone.
I have one question. Chief, at the community park, is there any signage regarding no bikes allowed?
I don't know the answer.
Maybe if you can have somebody go, and if there are signs, then maybe we need to start enforcing, especially with the older kids that sometimes have no respect for the younger kids or are unsupervised. Thank you.
By the way, I received several phone calls. This is directed to our police. Excuse me. I received several phone calls for the past 6 months that at 5100 West and Roosevelt, there is quite a few accidents that happen. And I was wondering if something can be done with that particular block of 5100. Because actually one person was dead like 3-4 months ago, and the accidents occurred. The 2-3 days ago, it happened again.
You're talking about Roosevelt Road?
Yes.
It's a state route, and everything we try to do there, they won't let us do it. But the person that got killed there was a woman that was crossing the street on her cell phone and didn't know a truck was coming from her right side, and she had a phone like this, and she got killed. I remember I was there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and another occasion, somebody that was also died because somebody made a U-turn.
Yeah.
So, you know, so
I know it's a state route, and it's a bad route if you ask me, and they did construction 3 years in a row, and I think they're gonna do more this year.
I don't know.
We talked to the state, and there's nothing we can do personally.
Yeah, so do you think that we may need to stop?
It's a state route.
Okay, well, I will ask the lady to bring me the pictures to your office. She works, so she couldn't be here today. So I will ask her to bring the pictures of all the accidents that happened there, okay?
Yeah, as far as traffic control devices on Roosevelt Road, it's a little bit more limiting because
And
it's a
she
state
has
route, you have 2
video.
different jurisdictions.
She has videos too. Okay, so also, by the way, for our next meeting, coming up. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here. Might be fortunate for some. But I will not be here because I will be out of the country. I will be in Italy, so sorry. I'm going to miss you all that time.
I'd like to make a motion to
Excuse.
adjourn. Second. To July 22nd. Second, yeah. Sorry. I did.
Motion by trustee Veruso, second by trustee Parad. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you. Be safe. Enjoy the weather.